Hello and welcome to a new topic, future simple tense. In this lesson, we will talk about a structure of future simple tense, examples, and usage. Structure of future simple tense in the affirmative or positive form of sentence. In every sentence, we have the subjects, but in future simple tense, we have to use either will or shall. After that, the root form of the verb, what we call first form of the verb, original form of the verb. We don't add d or ed, we don't add s or es, the base form of the verb as the verb originally exists. And then we have objects or other words. Here I would like to point out, you can use will or shall interchangeably, but in modern time, the use of will is more frequent than the use of shall. Shall was more in fashion in the past. So in this lesson, I will use the helping verb, or sometimes we call it modal verb, will all the time. If your subject is he, we can use will close. For any subject, we can use will or shall. The door. She will cook food. It will rain tomorrow. Singular noun like Tom, like David, like Ali, like Fatma, like Rani will drive a car. So we can use for any type of subjects, whether it is in singular form or whether it is in plural form. The plural form we will take up later. We can use will or shall, depends upon your conviction. Meanings remain the same. Let's see the examples of future simple tense. He will close the door. She will cook food. It will rain tomorrow. Tom will drive a car. We continue our discussion about the structure of future simple tense in the negative form of sentence. Like we have the subjects, we can use will not, or the short form is won't, or we can use shall not and the short form is shan't, plus the root form of the verb, base form of the verb, original form of the verb as it exists without adding ses or d or ed, that is to say the first form of, and then we have objects or other words. He won't close the door. She won't cook food. It won't rain tomorrow. Singular noun for Tom, won't drive a car. Let's see the examples of negative. He won't close the door. She won't cook food. It won't rain tomorrow. Tom won't drive a car. We continue our discussion. Now, structure of future simple tense in the question or interrogative form of sentence. In this case, the use of will or shall comes first or before the subjects. And then we have the base form of the verb, what we call root form of it. And then we have objects or other words and the question mark, of course. How? Let's see. Will he close the door? Will she cook food? Will it rain tomorrow? Will Tom drive a car? Let's see the examples in the interrogative sentence. Will he close the door? Will she cook food? Will it rain tomorrow? Will Tom drive a car? Now we have the interrogative sentence with question words like why, when, how, where, what, who, and so on. Let's see the examples. Why will he close the door? How will she cook food? When will it rain tomorrow? Where will Tom drive a car? And now we talk about the usage of future simple tense. And the first point is to predict an action or event which happens in future. In other words, we can guess what will happen in future. We can imagine what is going to happen in future. Let's see the examples. He will go to London next week. She will finish cooking in an hour. Tom will meet his friend in the office. It will rain tomorrow. So what we notice in all these sentences that an action or event is going to take place in future. We have the usage of future simple tense and the point number 2, to express willingness at the time of speaking. The structure is in the future simple tense, but the meaning it conveys is at the time of speaking, not distant future or far future, or will take place in future. How? Let's see the examples. Don't worry, he will carry bag for you at the time of speaking. Be seated. I will open the window. Which size do you want? Medium or large? I will have large. Wait, I will bring water for you. What we notice in all these sentences Structure is in the future simple tense, but the meaning is reflected at the time of speaking between the two persons. Structure of future simple tense in the affirmative or positive form of sentence. We have the subjects, then we will have will or shall, and then we use first form of the verb. Will is more common in modern time, shall was more common in the past. We can use any one of them, it doesn't matter. The meaning remains the same. And then we will have objects or other words. Like if our subject is I or we can use will close, and then we have object the door. Likewise, you will cook food. They will come tomorrow. Plural noun boys, girls, students, and so on will play tennis. Now let's see the examples of future simple tense in the affirmative form. I will pass the exam. You will win the game. You will do this work. They will come tomorrow. And boys will play tennis. We continue our discussion. A structure of future simple tense in the negative form of sentence. And as you know, we have the subjects. In the negative form, we can use will not, and the short form is won't. Shall not, or the short form is shan't. And then we can use first form of the verb. But here mostly I will use the short form of will not, won't. Then we have objects or other words. Let's see the structure. If our subject is I or we can use won't close the door. You won't cook food. They won't come tomorrow. Plural noun boys, girls, students won't play tennis. We move to the next level of discussion. We see the examples of future simple tense in the negative form, like I won't close the door. We won't cook food. You won't come tomorrow. They won't drive a car. Boys won't play tennis. Now we move on to the next stage, a structure of future simple tense in the question or interrogative form of sentence. How? Let's see. In the question form, will or shall will come first before the subjects. Then we will have first form of the verb, root form of the verb, original form of the verb, and then objects or other words. See the structure? Will I or we close the door? Will you cook food? Will they come tomorrow? Will boys play tennis? Now see the examples of future simple tense in the interrogative or question form. Will I pass the exam? Will we help the poor? Will you see me? Will they drive a car? Will boys play tennis? Now we move on to the next. Future simple tense in the interrogative sentence with question words like why, when, how, where, what, who. Let's see the examples. Why will I close the door? How will we cook food? When will you help me? Where will they go? When will boys play tennis? So the question words will come before helping verb like will, and then we have subject. Now we move on to the usage of future simple tense, and the first point is to predict an action or event which happens in future. It simply states about an action that will happen or occur in future. How? See the examples. I will go to London next week. We will finish cooking in an hour. You will meet your friend in the office. They will come tomorrow. We have the next usage of future simple tense, and the second point is to express willingness at the time of speaking. The structure is in the future tense, but the meaning is reflected at the time of speaking. Look at the examples. Don't worry, I will carry bag for you at the time of speaking between the two persons. Be seated, we will open the window. Next, which size do you want? Medium or large? I will have large at the time of speaking. Wait, they will bring water for you. So what we notice in these examples are that the structure is future simple tense, but the meaning is reflected at the time of speaking. Future simple tense, the review lesson, affirmative or positive form of sentence. We have the subjects like he, she, it, and singular noun. We have some more subjects like I, we, you, they, and plural noun. Whatever is your subject, whether it is in the singular form or whether it is in the plural form, we use will or shall plus the first form of the root form of the verb, and then we use object or other words. See the examples. He will close the door. She will open the box. It for cat here will eat fish. Tom will drive a car. We have some more examples. I or we will drink juice. You will go to college. They will eat fish. Boys will play games. Now we continue to the next negative form of sentence of future simple tense. And what's the structure? We have the subjects the same like he, she, it, singular noun. We have some more subjects. I, we, you, they, plural noun. Whatever the subjects we have, whether in singular or plural form, the negative form we use will not, and the short form is won't, or shall not, and the short form is shan't. You can use any one of them. Meanings remain the same, but I will use will not or won't most of the time. And then we have first form of the verb, root form of the verb, and then we have objects or other words. See the examples. He won't close the door. She won't open the box. It for cat won't eat fish. Tom won't drive a car. We have some more examples. I or we won't drink juice. You won't go to college. They won't eat fish. Boys won't play games. We move on to the next. That is interrogative or question form of sentence of future simple tense. In the question, will or shall will come before the subjects like he, she, it, singular noun, I, we, you, they, and plural noun. Then we use the first form of the verb, that is to say, the root form of the verb. And then we have objects or other words. And of course, question mark. See the examples. Will he drink juice? Will she go to college? Will it, for cat, eat fish? Will Tom drive a car? We have some more examples. Will I or we drink juice? Will you go to college? Will they eat fish? Will boys play games? So these are interrogative or question forms. We move on to the next. We have interrogative sentence with question words like what, how, when, why, etc. In this case, question words will come first. After that, will or shall. Then we have subjects like he, she, it, singular noun. Then we have some more subjects, I, we, you, they, and plural noun. And of course, we have to use the first form of a root form of them. And then we have objects or other words, and for sure question mark. Let's see the examples. Why will he drink juice? How will she go to college? When will it happen? Where will Tom drive a car? We have some more examples. Why will I or we drink juice? How will you go to college? When will they eat fish? And when will boys play games? So the question words will come first. After that, we have will or shall, and then we have subjects. Now we move on to the usage of future simple tense. And the first point is to predict an action or event which happens in future. Let's see the examples. He will go to London next week. She will finish cooking in an hour. You will meet your friend in the office. And boys will play games after some time. So what we notice is that an action simply is likely to happen in future. We have usage of future simple tense, and the second point is to express willingness at the time of speaking. Let's see the examples. Don't worry, I will carry bag for you at the time of speaking. Be seated, she will open the window. Next, which size do you want, medium or large? I will have large. Wait, he will bring water for you. What we notice here is that the structure is in the future simple tense, but the meaning is reflected at the time of speaking, at the present moment. Forming future simple tense with the infinitive to work. We have the affirmative form of future simple tense, negative, interrogative, and interrogative with question words. Let's see how this idea is developed. He will work. The negative form is he will not work. Will he work? Why will he work? She will work. She will not work. Will she work? Where will she work? It will work. It will not work. Will it work? How will it work? Tom will work. Tom will not work. Will Tom work? When will Tom work? I will work. I will not work. Will I work? Why will I work? We will work. We will not work. Will we work? Where will we work? They will work. They will not work. Will they work? When will they work? You will work. You will not work. Will you work? How will you work? And the last structure is with plural noun. Men will work. Men will not work. Will men work? How will men work? So these are the total number of structures of future simple tense with the infinitive to work. You can replace the word work with any other verb of your choice, and you can make as many sentences as possible in the future simple tense. How to create and write a daily routine of life in future simple tense. Tomorrow I will wake up at 5 in the morning. I will brush my teeth. I will drink a glass of warm water. Then I will go for a walk. I will read newspaper for half an hour. I will spend some time with the plants in my garden. I will eat lunch at 1 in the afternoon. In the evening after dinner, I will watch television with my family and children. Then I will go to bed by 10. Now let's put all these sentences together and build up a beautiful story of our daily routine of life in future. Tomorrow I will wake up at 5 in the morning. I will brush my teeth. I will drink a glass of warm water. Then I will go for a walk. I will read newspaper for half an hour. I will spend some time with the plants in my garden. I will eat lunch at 1 in the afternoon. In the evening after dinner, I will watch television with my family and children. Then I will go to bed by 10. Look at the structure of future simple tense, particularly the highlighted words in the blue color, like will wake, will brush, will drink, will go, will read, will spend, will eat, will watch, and then will go. In the same manner, try yourself to create and write a beautiful plan of actions to happen in future. Hope you understand the concept. Thank you and goodbye.